Let's freshen up my ACT clutch and modify this pressure plate just a little bit. Firstly, I'm going to remove these anti-roll pins. And as you can see, there's some scrape marks here on the pressure plate from where it was making contact with the bell housing. Go ahead, put on this 220 grit sanding disc, because I really probably only need to take off a mil or so. I'd say that's just enough and it's looking pretty good. The reason I took out these anti-roll pins is because there was another guy in the Evo community who I had talked to and reached out to, and these anti-roll pins had backed out on him and they really chewed up his bell housing. Real quick, I'll throw up the pictures on the screen of what happened to his bell housing and pressure plate. As you can see here, it dug into his bell housing pretty dang good and chewed it up. Pressure plate's pretty tore up, and in this last picture, the roll pin actually snapped. And here's what was happening to my bell housing. I definitely didn't want a repeat of what happened to him. Not as bad, but you can start seeing the scrape. Now, he went through the warranty process, and what ended up happening, I saw all the pictures of it, they actually machined this pressure plate just like I did. Obviously, they used better tooling, but they ended up completely cutting out where the anti-roll pin's in, and then they just machined the surface of the pressure plate as well. So, could I have sent the clutch to ACT and have this process done and take, quite some time, or could I just take the anti-roll pins out myself and kind of lightly scuff the surface of the pressure plate to get some clearance, because mine wasn't rubbing that bad, and that's the route I chose to go. Here's the final product of what ACT did to his pressure plate. So I only ran this clutch for about 6 months, but as you can see, there is a good bit of hot spots in it, so we're going to freshen it up. So the reason this clutch probably has so many hot spots, even though it's only 6 months old, is because I am an autocross and track guy, and at autocross, I've already probably done 50 plus launches on this clutch. Let's give it a wipe down again. I'd say it's hard to tell with the lighting, but the hot spots are definitely cleaning it up and it's looking nice. Let's check our tolerances again. So I got 5 thou here. Okay. 5 thou isn't going in. All right, that's looking good. I'm happy with this flywheel and I don't want to go any further, especially since everything is miking into spec. So let's move on to the floater plate. Same process. Let's give it a good wipe down. There you go. If I hit the light right, you can definitely see some of the hot spots in this top floater plate. The flywheel over here had a lip, so I wasn't able to use this longer straight edge, but now I can on the floater plate, so let's check. Okay, I got 7 thou here. Okay, let's go ahead and speed this up a little bit and get a little more RPM in here. Let's check it again. Seven thou's not going in. 7 thou's not going in. All right, in my opinion, this is smooth, this is good to go, and I'm doing a good job of not staying in one place trying to grind any grooves or valley into it, and just continuously, quickly moving across the entire surface. Okay, now we got the middle floater plate, which will repeat the process. Seven thou's not going in, so this is pretty flat. Let's check it again with the 7 thou. All right. 7 thou's not going in. Not going in. Nice. We'll check with 5 thou as well. 5 thou's not going in. Okay. Yep, looking good. Got to flip this one over and do the other side as well. Now, when you're doing this, I would definitely recommend these Roll-A-Disc Scotch-Brite pads instead of like a piece of sandpaper or anything. That way you're not using something too abrasive and potentially causing yourself to go a little bit too deep. With these Scotch-Brite pads, I have more control and I'm just lightly scuffing the surface. We'll check this final side with the straight edge with the 5 thou. Nice. It looks like, yep, the 5 thou. 5 thou's not going in, it's within spec. Now, I definitely understand some people may have some strong thoughts or beliefs on what I did here. The way I look at it, I spent $1,700 on this clutch, and when I pulled it out, it was working just fine. It does have some hot spots, and I want to get as much life out of this clutch as I possibly can and not drop another $1,500 to $1,700. I definitely did some looking around before I did this, and I saw other people have good success with this, saying their clutches lasted another year or even longer. Since mine was only 6 months old and only had a handful of vents on, I feel confident that this clutch is going to last me another year or so. And if it doesn't, and it starts slipping shortly after I put it back in the car and I hit the dyno, then I'll just replace the clutch, but at least I tried. So I hope you guys liked the video, and if you enjoy the style of the content, make sure you subscribe and hit that notification bell for future videos. Y'all have a good one now. Peace out.